Line up for a spot of yoga. Oh. Hey, this is Dafina of Embrace Change Yoga. Nobody's here yet. Let's see if this is a way to get people showing up. To get myself consistent with giving you a little yoga class. Oh, cool. You just can't see the top of my head. Oh well. Give us a little more height. See what that does for us. There we go. Can't really see you. That's cool. Let's see what this looks like. There I go. Hi, folks. There I go. Hi, folks. There I go. Hi, folks. All right. Nice little yoga flow to get us started on this Sunday morning. So, hi, this is Dafina, and I am your yoga coach. I would love to show you through a little yoga session today. What happened to my daggone scarf? The scarf gods are not playing fair with me. So, whatever you need to do to get ready, get you some water. You can throw on your bonnet or wrap up your hair. I don't know where my head wrap has gone to, or else I would have wrapped mine up. Oh, found it. So, I took this from my sister many years ago, and now it's an ode to her. Every time I teach, I have a little piece of my family with me. But I just like to wrap my hair up because there are enough distractions all around me. And while in yoga, I am trying to um, prepare myself to go inward and learn to tap into my own inner understanding and reduce the distractions around me. I find that if my hair is slapping me in my face, that just becomes troublesome. So, for the most part, I'll put it someplace where I can lay down. I know this is not a hair tutorial, but if you're a woman with hair that you care not to redo every time you do yoga, um, or a person with a lot of hair, um, this can become helpful. And I don't think we'll do any headstands today, but I'll start here with my head wrapped up. And to begin, we're going to start in an active child's pose. Like always, it's one of my favorite ways to start. The Monstera Jasper has a new leaf, but let's focus. Here we go. So, child's pose, bring your knees wider than hip width distance. Take your knees as wide as the mat is where you can start. Allow enough room for your belly, and if you have a lot of belly, just lift it up as you lower yourself down to try to connect the ribs with the thighs. I like to walk my knees a little closer together to support my low back. Sometimes, if you have a lot of strain or if you take your emotions to your low back, It's always good to bring the knees together and give that back some support. Maybe the support your body has been longing for. Big toes touch. Arms are extended out in front of you. That's what makes this pose active. Forehead comes down to the mat. And you can adjust your chin closer to or farther away from the chest to allow more flow of the breath through the throat. And then come here to breathe. We're going to take 5 inhales and exhales, finding some comfort, some ease, a little support in this pose. Allow the fingers to spread wide. Now coming on up into tabletop. Try to get the knees directly under the hips, palms directly under the shoulders. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Tops of the feet are flat on the mat, or you can curl the toes under for a little bit more support. Breathing. Inhale on your next exhale. Arc your spine up towards the ceiling. Drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, drop the belly down towards the mat. You can still inhale the belly, drop the spine towards the mat, lift the chin parallel with the mat. Exhale, curl in on itself. Hips curl under. Chin curls up to the chest. Inhale, drop the shoulders down the spine. Give yourself a nice back bend there. Exhale, arc up, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, up. Inhale, spine down towards the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving at your own breath. You might even feel like you want to send those hips back and around. Back and around. Forward. Nice. And now we're just going to do one version of thread the needle. So that right arm goes up in the air, comes under the left arm, and that left arm extends forward. Try to keep the hips lifted. Right ear down on the mat. Encourage the breath to travel into the lungs. Expand the ribs so it feels like it's going down the spine. Beautiful. Come on up, back to tabletop. Inhale the arms up. Exhale that left arm through the right, opposite side. Make sure you got some space for the arm to extend nicely. If not, send it down towards the hip and the thigh, hip and the calf. Bring that left ear to the mat. Breathe. In this space of creativity, allow your divine feminine energy to flow. Very nice. In this tabletop, we'll do a little balancing exercise. Extend the left foot back. Toes curl under. Make sure my mat is extended. Lift that left leg. Pull in the low belly. All sides of the belly. Extend the right arm forward. Rotate the wrist and the ankle 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the opposite direction. Knee and palm back to the mat. Extend the right leg. Beautiful. And then extend the left arm. Rotate ankle and wrist 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the opposite direction. Knee, palm back to the mat. I'm going to take off this sweatshirt because I'm getting a little warm. You do what's comfortable for you. If you want to increase or keep building up that heat, do so. Otherwise, we're back to the mat. And from here, let's go into down dog. So for down dog, tuck the feet under. We're working on keeping the knees bent to start. Get the arms straight. And we're turning the inside of the elbows, inner elbow forward, pressing through the shoulders. All 10 fingers spread nice and wide. And work to move the weight of your body into the knuckle side of your palm, not into the wrist. If you can, play around with straightening the legs, but keep them bent. See where you can get your chest closer to your thighs. And then let's alternate bending one knee, straighten the opposite leg, bending the other. Then come to stillness. 5 breaths. Very nice. Arms might be feeling a little tired. It's okay. We're going to keep working on that. From here, we're going to go back into down dog to prepare ourselves for pigeon. So if you have a block, grab your block, have it nearby handy. We'll start on the left side. So I have my block nearby on the left side. Come back to tabletop. Let's extend our legs nice and long behind us. Palms underneath the shoulders. Pull in the low belly. And rock the hips up towards the ceiling to get to down dog from here. Lift that left leg, bend the heel towards the hip. You can rotate that ankle once again. And then we're going to try to put the left knee to the left wrist and the left ankle to the right wrist. We're not looking to do too much strain here, so go where your body allows you to. I need to move up since my feet are longer than my mat. Here we go. And from here, I'm going to take the bluff, put it under the hip. That's why I always like to have blocks and blankets nearby, because from one day to the next, even though I'm a yoga instructor, I never know what my body is going to be ready for. And as a yoga practitioner, I always want to be able to support myself in these poses. Let's walk our hands back towards the hips. Give yourself a little back bend, lift the chest, heart up towards the ceiling, and then walk the hands forward, walk the chest forward. And here's where I could use another block, but it's too far away. I'm going to use a blanket, fold it over, put it underneath my forehead so I can rest here as comfortably as possible. So here we're really opening up this. We're trying to open up this left hip. Of course, the right hip is, or stretching this left hip, the right hip is opening, really causing this counter stretch from the center of the body. Work on that pelvic floor therapy. You can engage your pelvic floor or engage Mula Bandha. That's the spot in between the perineum and the genitals. Great time to practice that there. Try to relax your shoulders. Find as relaxed as a pose as you can get into. If you need more props, get them. If you like to work that ankle up another millimeter, do so. Come out of the pose and allow yourself to go back into it. And let's go for 5 breaths here. If you notice that you've got boobs that are feeling uncomfortable, lift them, find a place for them. If you notice that you've got some extra belly, I would say move the belly to the center of the body, lower, lift the boobs, lower, all the curvy parts. There's space for them all. Let's restart the count. We'll do 3 more breaths here. Excellent. So we were here on this side for a minute or 3. Let's come back to down dog. See what you can notice, how your body feels different, especially once you open up that leg and allow the circulation to flow unobstructed in that left leg. You can walk out your heels some. You can even lift that left leg, bend it back in opposite direction for a moment, and then come back to stillness and down dog. Remember, weight into the knuckles of the palms. Lift that right leg up, bend the right heel towards the buttocks. Rotate the ankle 3 times one direction, 3 times the opposite direction. This time, right knee to the right wrist, left foot to the right foot to the left wrist. So you'll notice I've got a lot of space to go. I am aware of that, and it's okay. No judging of the body, just being aware of it. And maybe next time I'll start on the right side so that I allow the right side to dictate how well the left side moves. But it's really neither here or there. Acknowledging without judgment, I move that block over to the right hip, really extending that left foot straight out behind me, trying not to get it too much on a pivot. Look back, walk the hands back, lift the chest up, lift the heart to the sky. You can lift the chin up, but don't strain the back of the neck too much. Don't strain the throat too much. Be aware. Breathe and then walk the hands down. Oof, towards the mat. Let's check where are we with the time. Again, find your block, or in my case, this bolster to rest my head on. Arms are equal distance apart and elbows are at the same height, really trying to get balance. And let's do all of those adjustments again from the beginning. So if you got some extra belly skin here, move it towards the center of the body as you lower down. For me, I have been blessed with some curvy glands up top. Lift those. You do as well if you do too. Towards the center of the body. And then find a comfortable place for you to relax into the pose. And breathe. Try to breathe all over your lungs, front, side, back. Here you may need to try to breathe down into the belly without expanding the belly since it's compressed. Relax the shoulders. If you notice any tightness in that hip joint, which is currently bent, see if you can focus your attention there and then focus the breath there. Walk the hands back towards your hips, lifting up. Back to down dog. Walk the heels out. Remove the block. Back to down dog. Come back to the knees. Nice, easy warm up for today. let's just take a moment, grab a block. I always like sitting on the block. My hips aren't as open as they used to be, and so I support my body in that. Lift the hips a little bit. Bring the hands to heart center in prayer. Give yourself praise and honor and grace for joining this practice today. Every stretch counts. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. I honor and I see the light in you as I honor and I see the light in me. Namaste. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day, and let me know how this was for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week or sooner. I'll post a schedule soon. Right now, just impromptu, me and you, and a little yoga. Bye.